On the morning of August 8, 1978, Philadelphia police went to a house in Powelton Village to enforce a court order, and it ended in gunfire. A police officer named James Ramp was killed. This one is difficult, and we are going to tell it straight, because the version where everybody is simple is not true. MOVE was a Black liberation and back to nature group founded in Philadelphia by a man called John Africa. Members took the surname Africa. They ate raw food, kept a lot of animals, rejected modern medicine and technology, and broadcast their teachings into the neighborhood through a bullhorn at all hours. Their neighbors, many of them Black, complained for years about the noise, about the sanitation, about the animals, about the children. The city got a court order to clear the house. On August 8th, the police came to enforce it. There was a standoff, water cannons, and then shooting. Officer James Ramp was 52 years old. He was hit and he died. He was a person, he had a family, and this episode is not going to skip past him. 9 MOVE members were convicted of third-degree murder, and each was sentenced to 30 to 100 years. They became known as the MOVE 9. There has always been a dispute about the shot. MOVE has long argued that Ramp was facing the house when he was struck, which they say raises a question about where the round came from. The convictions stand. We are telling you the argument exists, not telling you how it ends. 2 of the 9 died in prison. 7 were eventually paroled. The first was Debbie Sims Africa in June 2018. 40 years later, the last was Chuck Sims Africa in February 2020. Now here's why this day matters more than the day itself. 7 years later, on May 13th, 1985, the city of Philadelphia came back. MOVE had moved to a row house on Osage Avenue. After another standoff, a police helicopter dropped a bomb on the roof. The fire was allowed to burn. 11 people died, including 5 children. 61 houses were destroyed, and an entire Black residential block was gone. Nobody was criminally charged for that, not one person. So you can hold every one of these things at once. A police officer was killed, and 9 people went to prison for it. And 7 years later, a major American city dropped a bomb on a residential street, killed 5 children, burned 61 homes, and no one answered for it in a courtroom. The first thing is why most people have heard of MOVE. The second thing is why they should. Learn the record. Remember the cost.